Hi, ladies. Okay, dishes, laundry, and your weight, what they all have in common. Okay, contrary to belief, there is no right way to load the dishwasher. I know I may have just lost you here, but I promise, stay with me. Okay. And there's no right, to fold the laundry. And believe it or not, ladies, there is no right way to clean the house. There's only your way, the preferred way. Okay. Yet you treat it like life or death. And when someone else steps in to do it, you have this like visceral response and you immediately take over. You're like just barge in and start taking over. Or you'll do this, like you'll politely watch as your teenager does it, half-ass, of course, right? Because let's be real, they're a teenager. All the while, like your nerves are just sizzling on the inside. And as soon as you can, you do it over again when they're not looking. Or sometimes you just do it over right in front of their face. I mean, what's that message that we're telling them right there? You all know what I'm talking about. We're all guilty of doing it. Because here's why. You've told yourself the story that it's faster to do it yourself, and you're the only one who can do it right. But guess what this leads to? Resentment, overwhelm, burnout, adult temper tantrums, and weight gain and health conditions. Yes, my friends, your weight and your health is impacted from controlling everything. Okay, so first, number one, when you're hyper controlling, and that's my word, hyper controlling. I just kind of coined it for myself because I used to be this. You're hyper controlling and you're taking over everything. There's no time left in the day for yourself. You are literally stacked back to back to back from the second you get up to the minute you go to bed. And none of that, or very little of that, is for you or your health. Second, because the to-do list never ends, right? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger because dishes are always there. Laundry is a constant. The house always needs to be cleaned. And you're carting kids to school, after school activities. Oh, wait. And don't forget this, right? Like you need to send them with their Instagram perfect, organic, allergy-free lunches too, right? So you spend a lot of time there. Meanwhile, you yourself eat like shit. Or you're running them to doctor's appointments. And there's bath time, there's reading time, there's more fucking dishes. I mean, seriously, what's with all the dishes? I don't understand. I swear to you, they can all go in the dishwasher and I will turn around and there will be more on the counter. And the dog hair, so much dog hair. It never ends and you become overwhelmed. Do you know what you don't want to do when you're overwhelmed? You don't want more things like prepping your food, searching for recipes, following your nutrition plan, working out, taking your supplements, meditating, whatever, literally anything. You don't want anything else because you're already overwhelmed. What you do want is a glass of wine, a bag of Oreos, and a Xanax. Okay? And third, you're living in a state of stress. Okay? Stress activates the nervous system. It releases cortisol. It creates inflammation. And it keeps sugar, aka the wine and the Oreos, in the bloodstream rather than shuttling it into the cell for energy, which, if not used, is stored as fat. Huge buzzkill there. And no, there's no amount of cleaning or vacuuming that you can do that will count as exercise and burn off all that sugar. Believe me, plenty of my clients have tried. It doesn't work. So now you're storing fat, right? You're creating inflammation, which is making you look puffy and bigger because of all the water weight. Stress is assaulting your adrenal glands, which, by the way, makes 50% of your sex hormones. So now your hormones are imbalanced and you have PMS. That's super fun. Okay, let's go on. Stress, resentment, overwhelm, frustration, mental exhaustion. poor eating habits, not exercising, self-medicating, it all affects what's called the HPA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal. And now your sleep is dysregulated. Okay. If you're the woman that wakes up at 3 o'clock a.m. for no apparent reason whatsoever, you fall into this category. The stress impacts your thyroid. So now you might have hypothyroidism. And because your hormones are off, your libido dies. That's super fun. You get the picture, and you actually might be living this right now. And most importantly, listen to this, okay? Most importantly, regardless of your shape, your weight, or your size, you're not happy. And that is not a way to live. I want you happy. I want you healthy. You want to be happy. You want to be healthy. You want to be at a size where you can move your body freely throughout the day and maintain it without it being this big thing and creating any more overwhelm. No meal plan can fix your desire to hyper control and take over everything. No amount of intermittent fasting will change this. No amount of calorie counting or macro tracking will work long-term, because this is at a systems level. And you must start at the systems. What am I trying to say here? You must start at the systems level. You must go to the beginning. And it's not easy. This is the reason why the diet industry doesn't teach you this, is because it's not easy, but it's the answer to long-term health, weight, and happiness. If they taught you that, by the way, then they would lose you as a client. Doing the work, changing at a systems level, requires a deep desire to want to change more than just your weight. It's going to require communication. And it's going to feel uncomfortable as you break your habits and generational modeling. It will require you to feel a little out of control for a period of time. And it also may require you to renegotiate the terms of your relationship or your marriage or your agreements at work. Okay, it will take patience because your family has to adjust, friends have to adjust, colleagues have to adjust. It will take more time than you'd like, but I promise you it's worth it in the end, because you will have changed at the inception point. And when you do this, your health improves. When your health improves, okay, true health, your shape and your size naturally changes. It's the byproduct of taking care of yourself. Think about that. Where you're at right now is the byproduct of all your actions and decisions. So if you're focusing on how to change your systems and your habits at the inception point, everything else will change after that. This is the work that I do, my friends. This is the work that we do in the shed. And yes, of course I do labs. Okay, let's address that, because everybody wants labs. Of course we do labs. But guess what? Your hormones won't improve if you don't change your systems. Your adrenals won't regulate if you continue to stress them out. Your bloat, your belly, your poor digestion, it's not going to go away if you continue to feed yourself poorly. So yes, I'm going to science geek out on you. And I'm going to help you create a protocol that is specific to your data while you work inside the container of the shed. And I'm going to coach you every week, every day if needed, to change your habits and beliefs, to support the science and the data, to support your end goals, to change your systems. So my friends, what's it going to be? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to burn yourself out? Are you going to try to do it all on your own? Are you going to hyper control everything? Are you going to do, or are you going to break the cycle? Join the shed. And let us help you. Let me and my team help you. Let the women in the cohort help you. Let the women who have done the shed years before you help you and support you and give you tools and education and hacks and tips and tricks and just a high five when you need it, encouragement to keep going, to change at the deepest level. That's what they've all done. They're a unique group of women. They're, dare I say, kind of elite. I'm going to say that because they have chosen to unsubscribe to diet culture and the diet industry. They have chosen to no longer continue down the path of calorie counting and pushing the boulder up the hill of trying to figure this out. They've decided to go all the way back to the inception point and say, what needs to change at the core foundation? Who do I need to become as a woman to create my health, my happiness, change my systems, and guarantee that my shape, my size, my well-being is taken care of, right? We need to make sure that this is the right place for you, that you're ready to disrupt a lot of conditioning that has been sent your way, that you're ready to do some pretty deep work here, because that's what is required. And I'm telling you again, it's the best work and it's the best group of women. It really is. But you got to apply, and let's make sure we have a conversation about what you want, what you're looking for, what your goals are. Make sure that we're the women to support you in this. So, ladies, here's your goal. Okay. Number 1, get on my calendar. Number 2, tonight, you are not going to refold the laundry. You're not going to reload the dishwasher. And you're going to let somebody else vacuum. And you're just going to sit back and sit in your discomfort and allow it to happen and not go in there and fix anything. It's perfect just the way it is. I will see you all in the shed. Take care.